Hi everyone, welcome to my session. My name is Khalid, and in this informative tutorial, I want to share 13 important or informative points on how to do curriculum design and curriculum mapping. If you are in the area of teaching and learning and development, training and development, this tutorial is for you. How to do curriculum design and curriculum mapping applies in many areas. If it is school curriculum mapping or designing, college designing or curriculum mapping, if you are into training and development, then this helps. So please stay in this tutorial. Please increase your watch time. And thank you so much for clicking on this video. So I will share the points which will help you understand what exactly is curriculum design and curriculum mapping. So as you can see in this screen, first is content. This includes the key concept, facts, and events that are being taught. Content is expressed as a noun. Second, discipline based, it focuses on a subject. Third part of curriculum design and curriculum mapping is interdisciplinary. So interdisciplinary focuses on connections between two or more subjects. Number four, student-centered. Student-centered focuses on student-developed interest, that how they are able to receive that content or that curriculum. Number five, skills, which focuses on strategies that students should be able to do. These are what teachers are assessing, observing, and documenting. Number six, skills are expressed as verbs. So these skills relate to the goals that the school has for their students beyond standards. So these are the skills which are write and calculate. Then next is number seven, assessments, which deals in any number of broad approaches to gauge student learning. It can be through assessment for learning, assessment by learning, self-assessment of the student, peer assessment, or teacher assessment. Then next is activities, which deals in specific actions conducted within a classroom to drive students' mastery and skills. Number nine is additional information that can be accessed in order to enhance the student understanding of content. Number 10, essential questions. Questions that students should be able to answer at the end of the class and their mastery of skills. This is very important in curriculum designing and curriculum mapping. Number 11, timeliness, which means the expected time that it will take to teach each unit within the class. Number 12, pacing guide. It helps in teachers stay on track and to ensure curricular continuity across schools in the district. And number 13, units, which deals in concepts and learning goals that are taught over a period of time. So these are 13 points which helps in curriculum design and curriculum mapping. In 21st century of modern technological world, especially after COVID-19, curriculum design and curriculum mapping is very important skill because it helps in identifying that this curriculum will be applicable or useful to different category of learners. Say for example, a student is there of lower ability or middle ability, or it can be a gifted talented student among with a lower ability student, or a student who has got uh, different kind of ability like a SOD child or a SEN child. So this curriculum design and curriculum mapping is very important when these kind of mixed students are there in your classroom. So as an instructor, as a trainer, you should understand it can be a child, it can be adult, but your design of curriculum and your mapping of curriculum should match the learning objective, should match your success criteria, should match your activities during the lesson. I hope you have found this tutorial informative. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Thank you.